Cristiano Ronaldo's son has a lot of pressure to become a professional football player. Being the son of one of the greatest to ever do it, the expectations are high. Currently playing for the Al Nassr Youth Academy in Saudi, and also recently being called up to the Portugal under-15s, showcases that he might actually be up for the challenge. Now, it's not easy to follow your dad's footsteps. My father was a national team level player for Turkey. I tried to become a football player too, but once my parents split, my mom forced me to drop football for the school bench instead. So today, I want to see which other football players actually followed their father's career path successfully and create an incredible team filled with sons of ex-professionals. So I've created Sons of Football FC with a budget of 10 million because their fathers are rich ex-professionals. But of course, we're only starting off with a bunch of players who have just been generated. And to truly make this a wonderful journey, we have put this team into EFL League 2 to start things off. And I cannot wait to make our first signings. I already have a couple in mind that will be very important for us. But this, my friends, is our starting 11, and I have to admit, it is looking somewhat decent. Not necessarily a horrible squad, but we can definitely upgrade it nicely straight away, especially given that the professional footballing dads are giving us 10 million to spend in our first season. And the first one is Stankovic. And at this stage, you might be thinking, hold on a second, I'm having a deja vu. It is because in our last video where we rebuilt Lazio, we actually signed a bunch of sons of ex-professional footballers. And that kind of kickstarted this idea, and everyone wanted to see a full-on video with a full starting 11 of these guys. He now comes in at a 68 rating, but I have a funny thing to tell you about Stankovic. So obviously he takes over the CDM position now, 19 years old, 68 rated. He has 3 great play styles, dead ball specialist, just like his dad, as we mentioned in the last video. Definitely gonna have a bunch more players that we didn't have in the last one, so don't worry. But this is apparently not the highest rated Stankovic son that is currently available in the world of football. That man has 2 professional football playing sons. The other Stankovic brother gets the number 1 on his back because he's actually a goalkeeper. Another Serbian has now joined into our team. He joins us from Venezia for 6 million, which basically means I have no more money left. So Filip Stankovic now comes into our team at a rating of 74. And as I said, no more money left. These are the only 2 players coming in. He's 23. His little brother is 19. And yeah, there is a resemblance between the two. 6'2" tall. I was just looking through these players that are sons of ex-professionals, and I found this to be amazing. Like, the fact that he has like 2 sons playing professional, I mean, that's crazy. Congratulations to the dad, I guess. He has some great footballing genes, but Stankovic is going to be the most important player. The goalkeeping position is always the most important position. And guess what? This was Neuer heading the ball away, and that right there is Stankovic hitting it from the halfway line on a volley. This guy was scoring ridiculous long-range goals, and I hope I can do that with the CDM son as well. Just sold a bunch of players, as you can tell, to take my budget back up to 2.7 million. I don't think this next one needs any type of introduction. It is James Carragher. Jamie Carragher from Liverpool, his son. The one that is currently a pundit, obviously. He's all over the screen on TV and on YouTube these days. James Carragher comes in at a 63 rating as a right back. Now, he could also move into the centre back position where he goes up in his rating. So probably wasn't a good idea to give my right back away in this deal, but I guess, okay, James Carragher, you'll find a place in his team. 6'4". He has to be a centre-back. I think we all know what this name represents. Sean Dyche, the former Burnley manager. I believe he was at Everton as well. And of course, former professional football player. His son, Max Dyche, is currently playing at Northampton. 61 rated. I'm going to put him into this squad straight away. He's going to take over his spot next to Carragher. And actually, I'm going to move him over to the left. Carragher being a right back as well. Maybe the right side would fit him better. He's gone up to a 65 now that I've changed him to a centre back. But Sean Dyche, your son, is now part of the team. And for those who don't know, that right there is Sean Dyche. I mean, come on, you have to know him. And now it's time to show you a long throw specialist, Rory Delap from Stoke City in the past. And the Delap name, of course, rings a bell, doesn't it? I'm signing a Delap, but it's not the one you probably would expect. This is Finn Delap. I mean, obviously, all of us know Liam Delap, who is playing for Chelsea, who I would love to sign, but he's way too expensive and has nothing to do down here in EFL League 2. But Finn Delap is a 57 rated centre-back. Now, what I'm thinking is, I'm going to change the formation. Because when I look at fullbacks, I cannot find that many options here in terms of sons of ex-professional football players. So I'm going to put Delap, Carragher, and Dyche into a back three. And I guess for now, the plan is to run a 3-5-2 formation. This Delap comes in with a 57 rating at 6 foot tall. Definitely one of the lowest rated players, if not the lowest rated player I'll be buying in this video. Apparently, back in the day, Everton had a player in their team in the name of Danny Cadamerteri. This guy, first of all, looks great in that kit right there. It just looks so retro to me. Absolutely love it. But here it is. Cadamerteri is now joining into our team as a striker. Yes, that man from Everton had a son, and he is currently playing in the world of football as a professional. And we're going to bring him into the squad as he is also a Jamaica international. 20 years old, 64 rated, with only 76 pace. Usain Bolt would be disappointed, but we'll deal with it. He has some decent stats all around, and since we switched to a 3 at the back, I will need 2 strikers. So this was a very important signing for me to make. And so Suns FC have won the title in EFL League 2 with 86 points. Possibly one of the first times I actually didn't just stay somewhere down in the league. This is the first time we might have just won it straight away. So these Suns are powerful. But then again, they had a 10 million budget because, you know, as a professional footballer, you make a lot of money, and their dads invested it well into this club. The top scorer was actually Charlie Wills, our left-sided striker, and for the assist, it was Alex Kirby. So we definitely have had the best performers. And when we go into the squad, Cadamerteri up to a 69, Wills 68. We have Carragher on a 70. Dyche has gone up by +5. Delap has gone up to a 60, which is good, but that right there makes the biggest difference. Stankovic up to a 79. His brother up to a 73. We'll have a nice budget next season as well, being rewarded for being promoted. We actually got 8.4 million this time around. And if you have a good memory, you'll know that Gudjonsson used to play for Chelsea. An amazing striker from back in the day who has a son that plays in the same position. So Gudjonsson is now joining into the team with a number 9 on his back. This is a huge move for us, as it is Andri Lucas Gudjonsson, who comes in from Blackburn, the team that he actually plays for in real life. And yeah, he kind of looks like his dad, doesn't he? Comes in at a rating of 70, which is pretty much perfect. I can now sell on Wills for a good amount of money after that hype season. So Cadamerteri and Gudjonsson next to each other. He's 24. We can get a good 8 years out of him, and that's enough for me. Now, obviously, one thing you have to keep in mind is I would love to buy the Turams. They are extremely expensive, extremely high rated, and by the time I can afford to buy them, maybe they're going to be just backups for my team. So keep in mind, all the biggest names in terms of footballing Suns might not end up going into the starting 11 at some stage, but I am going to be trying my hardest to pull that off. And in order to do that, we need to get back-to-back promotions over and over again. Just like Jamie Carragher, a lot of football professionals, exactly like Robbie Savage, turn to TV after their careers are done. And Robbie Savage is the next one who actually has a son who could be quite useful for our team. And that is, of course, Charlie Savage, who is now joining us. The 23-year-old midfielder from Reading is coming in looking like Jack Grealish right there. But it's an important position for us to fill at this stage. Edward Robinson plus 900k to make this deal happen for the 68 rated centre midfielder who can also play in a CDM position. And that is exactly what I am looking for, as he doesn't have pace and he has good defensive stats with the press-proven play style. I'm hoping I can turn him into a great CDM to be the partner to Stankovic right here. With that being said, our defense and our defensive midfield will now be filled with sons of former football professionals. Newcastle United at one point had a player named Lee Clark, and this is a bit of a tough one, but He has a son currently that used to play for Liverpool, that is away from the club right now, that we can bring into our squad. And that man's name is, of course, Bobby Clark. Some Liverpool fans might remember him, but he's currently playing at Salzburg over in Austria, coming in at a rating of 67. And for me, he goes straight into that position of Kirby, who we're going to drop right now. And Clark, ooh, +7. Hold on a second. What is he on the bench? +4. Okay, so he's going to go up in his rating, possibly up to a 70 in that cam position, which is amazing. He has everything that is needed from a midfielder. Pace, shooting, passing, dribbling, all looking solid. Defending and physicality, not so much. But I feel like we can turn this guy into an absolute monster. In that cam position, he actually goes up to a 69 for now. On the left wing and the right wing, we still need additions. Okay, now we're going deep, lads. This right here is Pompilio Stoica, a Romanian player that used to be professional, and with that, officially is available for this selection. And well, luckily for me, his son Yanis is looking like a decent talent, you know. We're signing Yanis Stoica now for our team from Estrella Amadora for 3 million, which is a decent price if you ask me. Yep, we get an A on this one. Love that. He comes in at a rating of 72. He's a left midfielder, so he's going to take over from Tyler right here. 23 years old, 89 pace, decent shooting, good dribbling, decent physicality, and 2 play styles. I'm never going to sign anyone else for that left midfield spot if he keeps growing. So I'm very happy about this signing. Stoica, buddy, you are the last signing of the season. Now, I want to check out how this team actually performs immediately. So we're going to be taking on Portsmouth, who are in the top 3 of the league as we speak. For the first time as we step onto the pitch, we have these ugly kits on. EA, please change the default away kits. But anyways, here we go. Just attacking over and over again from that left-hand side. And at the end of the day, it's a goal from a corner. It's Gudjonsson who's scoring the first goal for me right here. 25 appearances, 11 goals. And that was not the end. Beautiful football all around. And Adam Arteri, remember the name and remember the way he scored that goal, because this guy kept doing it over and over again for me. And by the way, Stankovic, class goalkeeper. Really good. Kept it down for us. It's still 2-0. 83rd. Beautiful play. Amazing pass. And a quality finish makes it a 3-0 victory in the end. And after smashing that team the way we did, Sons of Football are going up once again with 92 points, dominating on the biggest scale, and that is exactly what we need to make happen in order, at the end of this video, to actually have some big names as well before they retire. So I'm very happy with what I'm seeing right here. Top scorer this time, we have Adam Arteri, assists, Bobby Clark. Overall, ratings-wise, Gudjonsson up to a 75, Adam Arteri, Clark, all around the same rating. Stoica up to a 77, Stankovic up there too. The other brother is up to an 84. We have such a huge gap between Stankovic and the lap, it is sickening. But we also don't have a right midfielder or right winger yet. There is one that I would love to buy, but he's obviously super expensive. But yeah, I'm liking this team. This season has been a bit tough for our opponents. We came into that 6th position with 80 points. As Southampton at the top and Leicester City get promoted into Premier League football, we find ourselves in a position where we can go through the playoffs. And well, the playoffs we have jumped into, and we have beaten Ipswich to now play against Norwich. Lads, I'm jumping into this game, and if I'm winning it, we are a Premier League club with possibly over 50 million in the budget. And this is my team. We have Gudjonsson and Adam Arteri looking very good. We have Clark and Stankovic above the 80, Stoica, Savage. Our entire team, apart from Delap and Lewis, are very decently rated and probably ready for Premier League football. But Stankovic is ready for Champions League football. He's ready for World Cup football. He is the standout player in this team. And for the goals, Gudjonsson is up there, +6 in growth, 30 goal contributions in the championship. And we have Adam Arteri with a +5 and 15 goals. Stoica is a great addition into this squad. I knew you'd be good, buddy. And so, Norwich, let's see what you got. Calamarteri with the first shot. We're beginning to attack immediately. Lovely play from that left-hand side. Stoica inside. Calamarteri this time actually does score. He's right in there in the middle. He's the target man. He's the one that I'm always looking for in the center. Good Johnson. Calamarteri. Beautiful play. Look at the passing right here. And it is a straight shot into the back of the net. And with that, my friends, Norwich was basically done. But this made it worse. We are now a Premier League club. And so we have earned promotion into the Premier League now. You obviously knew this moment had to come in this video. It is Paolo Maldini, the greatest defender to ever play the game, whose son I want now.
I'm sorry, what?
We have Daniele Maldini also at the Lazio rebuild. So he, alongside Stankovic, is the second one we had in that video as well. Now, the thing is, I cannot use him as an attacking midfielder. Bobby Clark is doing a great job. So I'm kind of hoping I can put him out on the wing. It depends on his pace. I actually can't remember. Was he pacey? He has 77 pace. He has a +5. Okay, it's only a +4. It's only a downgrade to a... what the hell? 68? What's going on there? Anyways, what I meant to say was he's going to go down to a 79 as a right midfielder in this team. A 6'2" tall, technical play style, Maldini on that right-hand side. Dribbling is his best attribute. That makes sense. As a right midfielder, should be useful, right? The guy to my right is Srdan Bajcetic. When I say that name, Liverpool fans will be like... what? Because Stefan Bajcetic, the Liverpool talent, is now joining into our team, mainly because his dad used to play for Red Star, then it was Celta Vigo, right around the time where this Bajcetic was born. So I'm assuming his dad was playing professionally for Celta Vigo at the time where he came to this world. And this guy is a 79 rated CDM. Now, why am I bringing him in? Because I want to turn either one of these CDMs into a centre-back to replace the lap here. There are no real good options here for centre-back. At least I haven't been able to find them, or I'm just having like a massive blunder here. But Bajcetic is a 79 rated player with +4 usually. It's only a +3, so he goes down to a 78 as a centre-back. Savage goes, yeah, he goes down more. Stankovic, you want to play closer to your brother? Ooh, +8. Hold on a second. We can turn this guy into an absolute beast. I've just changed his position and he's flown up to an 84. Let's go, dude. That's amazing. I'm actually gonna... hold on. Who has more pace? 65, 74? Yeah. Carragher is going down to the right side. Stankovic goes right in front of his brother. Love it. Bajcetic takes over the left CDM spot, and he obviously being from Serbia as well. I mean, of course, he has the Spanish flag. He's born in Spain, but I would assume he's speaking Serbian with his father and family. So he should be okay with understanding what Stankovic brothers are saying when they're trying to build out from the back. The sons of football have made their fathers proud. Not relegated in the Premier League. 10th position, actually, with 54 points. For the first time around, this is pretty impressive. At the top of the league, we have Arsenal. And the top scorer in the league is Solis. Interesting. Assists, Ødegaard. The starting 11 at this stage is definitely Premier League level. Everyone has surpassed the 80. And we have some big names like Maldini, Good Johnson as well. And even Stankovic, let's say. But I kind of like the fact that we haven't gone for all the big profile names yet. At some point, I will sign them probably, but I'm really liking what we're building here. And well, in terms of stats, Good Johnson and Maldini have done best alongside Calamarteri and also Stoica. Clark 6 and 11. The man to my right is Fernando Redondo, a man who has won Champions League trophies, 3 of them, has played for 2 massive clubs, Real Madrid for many years, and then for 4 years it was AC Milan before he retired. And well, I'm assuming he's proud of his son, who is currently playing for Elche. He is an Argentine midfielder who is now joining into our team, Federico Redondo. 16 million I paid for this lad. Now we're slowly starting to build the depth of this squad. We obviously have Delap, but Redondo now comes in as well with a 79 rating. Could easily play in that CDM position, I'm assuming. Yep, we're going to turn him into a CDM so he actually gets subbed on. But he has really well-rounded stats. Like, he can do anything on the pitch. So, yeah, that is a great backup to have. Everything above the 74 rating, 6'2" with 2 playstyles. I'm liking this guy. This next one I'm signing is possibly the only one that has won this trophy. The Ballon d'Or. The one that is given to the best player in world football. At his time at AC Milan, George Weah had picked up that trophy. And his son is now joining into our squad. Timothy Weah is coming in for a price of just 11 million. And well, he's now 29 years old. If we would have gotten him earlier, we could have built him up to be a great player. But now he's going to be a backup with 87 pace at the age of 29. 6 foot tall with 3 decent play styles. I needed someone to back up the wings, and he's the perfect player for it. But that's it for this season. So now the Suns are taking on Manchester United to test our strength in the Premier League. And what a test it was. 16 minutes in, Maldini inside to Caramarteri. He's looking for a striker up top. Good Johnson. Easy finish. United's defense looking horrible right there, and I was gaining confidence. We kept attacking down the left this time. Look at this. Look at the movement. Stoica. No, it's actually Clark. He just fails, but Caramarteri always there to pick up the pieces. 53rd minute, Manchester United looking to make their way back into this, and I gotta say, I got absolutely ruined down that wing. It's 2-1, and well, Mbeumo does the same thing on the other side, and it's 2-2. So at this stage, I am kind of scared. They actually made a full-on comeback, but it gets worse. Mbeumo makes it 3-2. Did I just say Mbeumo? Anyways, lads, he scores 3 goals, and he has scored 5 all season. 3 against us. I tried my best to come back into this, but at the end of the day, it wasn't enough. And I lost against Manchester United, despite them trying to lose there. And we actually finished the season just 1 point behind Manchester United. I thought we were doing well. I thought our team was going to be better this time around, but I'm a bit disappointed with that 11th position. Top scorer, none of our players in there. Assists, nope, no one in the top 5. So I can tell you we're going to run through this season quickly because I want to see the next season. This is a great team. How is this squad not up there? Whoa, Stoica up to a 90. Bro, impressive. But yeah, like, we gotta be doing better than this. Is it the 3 at the back? Is that the issue? And now the season after, the lads have done it. 2nd position, right behind Manchester City. The last game of the season was actually against them, and we beat them, but still, it wasn't enough. So I'm impressed, and I want to see the stats. Top scorers, there we go. Caramarteri is in there, and Clark for the assist. Maldini, love that. And no, I didn't buy any new players because I trusted this team. The starting 11 at this point, I mean, seriously, only maybe Dyche would be replaceable, but then no, I want Sean Dyche's son in this team. And as we look onto the bench, Delap, Weah, Redondo are looking solid. I need to sign a bunch more backups in here, and maybe some prominent names might be coming into this team, but I'll decide on that in just a bit. Because now we're playing for the big trophies. Caramarteri, Gudjonsson, Clark, Stankovic from centre-back has 13 and 3. What? The man on my right is a special player in the name of Pablo Paz. That should tell you something. Because now I am signing Nico Paz, the attacking midfielder from Como, who is originally a talent from Real Madrid, of course. And this is a big deal. And this is where things happen now. Bobby Clark plus money to make this happen. Bobby, thank you for everything. But I kind of feel like I need to bring in some high-profile names into this team right now. We've gone with the niche players, but at this stage, I want the big ones too. 26 years old. He has all the stats you want in an attacking mid. He's left-footed. He's 6'1". He has 5 play styles, which are actually 4 play styles, sorry, but are very useful. So, Nico Paz, welcome to the team. This is a huge move. And now I can't believe I'm doing this, but the Jamaican striker, Caramarteri, is being sold for 177 million to Spurs. We might meet again, but I'm sorry, pal. I've given in. I'm going mainstream right here, and this player has to be in my team. Because that blonde man in the Manchester City kit has his son playing for Manchester City as we speak, and he's possibly the best striker in world football. That man, of course, was Alfie Haaland, and his son, Erling Braut Haaland, is now becoming the biggest player we have ever signed. For over 150 million, he's joining Sons of Football FC. Lads, this is the one. I had to bring him into the team. There was no way I wasn't going to be doing this. So Haaland, welcome into the squad. Haaland and Gudjohnsen. We have a Nordic alignment up top. I love that. 31 years old, all the stats you'd ever want. And the low-driven shot plus, which I probably should try a couple of times. I don't think I've really gotten the use of low drivens in this game yet. I always tend to hit the goalkeeper, so I need to be better with them. But this team has to win it all right now. And now let's bask in the glory of the Sons of Football winning the Premier League with 86 points. They've actually pulled it off. Manchester City is on 79. We've taken away their best player and they fell apart. Well, we are looking at the top scorers. Rio all the way up top. Our first player is Gudjohnsen in there, then Nico Paz and Haaland on 15. In terms of assists, we're looking at Nico Paz. I told you it was going to be a good signing. FA Cup belongs to West Ham and the Carabao Cup belongs to Arsenal. However, I must show you something quite interesting. And that is in the Champions League phase, 8 games, 8 victories, 4 goals conceded. Ridiculous performance by our team. In the round of 16, we beat Ajax. In the quarterfinals, Atletico Madrid. Semi-finals, PSG. And somehow, Strasbourg are in the final. This is the first ever time I'm facing Strasbourg in any final, I think. I mean, not even Conference League or Europa League, but they beat Dortmund. They beat the likes of Barcelona. They beat... Who else? Who else are we looking at here? Strasbourg. Am I blind? Where are they? Oh, yeah. They beat Juventus as well. I mean, in the league phase, they were 5th. Quite impressive. And their team looks like this. Panicelli up top. 3-4-2-1 formation. That could be dangerous. Wellenreuter in goal. No chance. Davies, Arnau Martinez on the bench. Those two could easily be playing. But luckily, we have a decent 3 at the back too. Stankovic on a 92, now 30 years old. He's the oldest in the team alongside Haaland, who's now 31. And the entire squad is above 90, except Sean Dyche, his son. His dad is going to be disappointed with that, but he can make up for it by winning the Champions League, and hopefully we can actually pull that off. I should have brought a bunch more players onto the bench, but I got so focused on just trying to win titles now. Lads, now is the time to shine. The sons of ex-professionals make their move into a finale. We've had a couple of fun concepts lately. The Lazio rebuild with the Golden Era was a ton of fun, and a lot of you guys have been requesting to do that with other big teams as well. And oh my god, I've chosen these ugly away kits. Lads, I'm so sorry for this disease on your screen, but I guess I'll have to smash him in the most ugly kits humanity has ever seen. Savage. Oh, that did not work. Lots of pressure from Stefan Bajcetic. He's done really well there. Nico Paz. Haaland. Smack it. Saved. Pick it up. Gudjohnsen. Our Jamaican striker would have been there to pick it up. Trust me, maybe I should have sold him instead. Nice movement. Oh, Haaland with the back heel. Gudjohnsen. There it is. 19 minutes in. We are scoring a big goal for the club. This could mean a European trophy for the Sons of Football. I need to find someone on the wings. And we're making it work. Nico Paz. Gudjohnsen. Nico Paz. Come on, keep going. Actually, wait. Haaland. No, not 2-0. Bajcetic chase him down. Valentin Barco. Ooh, that's good football. Panicelli. Oh, I missed my tackle. It's 1-1. That's actually horrible defending from me. Joaquin Panicelli is scoring the goal now. The Argentine does a good job. I did not. Haaland. Savage. Go for it. Good attempt. Big save by Trafford. Maldini. Look at that pass. This is football. Haaland. Yes. Erling Braut Haaland has now scored his goal in the 77th minute. He made it worth it to buy him this late into our career mode. But that was beautiful football from our team. Oh, Barco is looking to make their way back into this. This is good football, you know. Wow. Anikenli, do you have a professional football playing father? Because I might have to purchase you. One could well and truly say that that man has me panicking. Here we go. Haaland. Thank you. Stoica. Let's go. Yanis Stoica scores the goal to win it all. He's not a big name, but man, does he have a big moment right here. Oh, hold on. Not again. Not again. Someone stop him this time. Thank you so much. Carragher, kick it away. You know how to win Champions League trophies. You've seen your father do it. And now, the Sons of Football have won the Champions League trophy. And just like his dad, he is now about to lift the trophy, my friends, in those ugly kits, man. They should take away the trophy for wearing these kits, honestly. If your team, by the way, has these colors as their club colors, I'm sorry about it. I feel bad for you. But lads, we've done it. So with those trophy now added on top of the bus to make us double winners, I'm going to say goodbye. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. Take care and peace.